My name is Kyle. I'm a photographer and muralist from Detroit, Michigan.
My name is Toby. I am a writer and photographer originally from Salt Lake City, Utah.
And we decided to build out this beautiful bus here. Her name is Agatha. She's a 2006 GMC Thomas short bus. We would love to give you a tour of her because she's beautiful.
She sure is.
And we're very proud of her.
Yeah. Come on in. I never get to do that. This is our home. It's not huge, but it's definitely everything we need. We've got a kitchen, our bedroom, a work area, a toilet, and the driver's side. So I'm gonna hand it over to Kyle and he'll start the tour.
So the kitchenette we just built out of a sheet of plywood and coated it with a couple coats of lacquer for waterproof and cleaning purposes. We have this light switch that runs to our batteries and our cups, a little fruit basket that also works as a strainer. We have this sink with a hand pump that pumps from the water below. Our garbage, which is nice, it's accessible. Below, I kind of kept an open area here that we could stash shoes in case we come in and it's muddy. We could take them off down here and just throw them in without coming up into the bus. In here is where we store all of our food, and then obviously we have access to the shoes down here if we wish. Our fridge is the Yeti cooler, and it keeps ice in it for about 3 days on average if it's really hot out. If it's colder, it lasts a lot longer. But because this is limited storage, a lot of the stuff we cook is stored this way. Under the counter here is a lot of our coffee making stuff. We use a jet boil in the morning to boil water for coffee. So the jet boil stays like just water in there, we don't cook any food in it, and then we have a larger stovetop jet boil that cooks all of our meals in. So the jet boil uses these Coleman propane canisters, which also, we have a Mr. Buddy heater, so those go for both, although it's been very hot, we haven't used a heater in a while. Below that is our refrigeration system, which is the Yeti cooler. And yeah, like I said, we change the ice every few days. Keep our cold stuff in here. And this just slides, like this is kind of a perfect fit, so it doesn't move around that much. Below the sink is our water system, so we fill up this 6 gallon of clean water and it gets pumped up through here and drains back through into the 6 gallon gray water catch. We also have these curtains that close. We like to keep them tied, bring some light in, but all these close, and Toby did a great job sewing these together. And they're just all done from they're all hanging from a wire system. Under here, we have a dimmer switch for our LEDs, these guys, and then our carbon monoxide alarm. Super smart to have. I recommend that for anybody living in a bus or van. And then back here we also have a light switch for reading bedside.
Each of these upper cabinets is built as one long unit. We call these the shallow uppers. So you just tie them out of your way. So this is kind of our bathroom, kind of our medicine cabinet bathroom situation. These are nice because when they're down, when we're driving, things can kind of bump up against them and they won't fall out. Kyle's sister Ashley helped with these like immensely. She gave us these baskets and filled everything up. This is our silverware, just like a little camp pack, so it all stays organized. We don't have like a gross silverware drawer. These are like our herbs. We've got our coffee filters, different spices, more granola, and then just like empty containers if we need them, as well as these muslin cloths are really good for cleaning up water, cleaning counters, You can wash them so you don't go through a million paper towels. Our art cabinet slash creator studio. This is my bathroom because despite living on a bus, I still am very much into hair and makeup and skincare. We don't have mirrors hanging anywhere here, so I have like just a small vanity mirror that's portable, so I can do my makeup in the bed or over there or just anywhere. This was the last thing that we built on the bus. After we put the bed in, we realized that we had a little bit of extra space at the foot of the bed, and so we built this box with just different compartments so that we could store some bedside stuff. We have a podcast also where we talk about our bus adventures, so this is all of our podcasting equipment. This is my altar. It's kind of condensed, but this is all my witch stuff that I used to have out on an altar. Now I can pull it out whenever I need to. We decided to keep the rearmost original bus seat, and we just installed it here. It fits perfectly. It doesn't take up too much room. Technically, two children could fit on it, but it's just the right size for me. The best feature and the most important for me was that it came with seatbelt. So I can sit in here, I can be safe while Kyle's driving. I think pretty soon we'll be outfitting it with a more comfortable cushion because it is a school bus seat. It's super hard and it's not super comfortable for like hours and hours and hours in the car. So this is our desk and our kitchen table and our just flat surface. There's always a camera on it for shooting B-roll, for shooting photos, whatever. We can just grab a camera and go. We have this USB outlet that shows our voltage that we're currently at with our house batteries, and we can plug in our phones or anything that's charged by USB power there. And then up here we have our fantastic fan. It gets the air flowing through here. It lets light in. You can turn it on at night and it just kind of brings air in. You know, if all the windows are open, it circulates air throughout.
On this side of the bus, we have 3 LED like reading lamp here, a lamp for over the table here, and then one more over in that area. And we're currently installing these screens. That is just Velcro and screen, and you know, it keeps the bugs out so we can keep this open. And it's easy to store, so if we don't want them at all, we can just roll them up and tuck them away. This doubles as a dog bed, although our dog doesn't like it as much as we thought he would. But it can be thrown down, he can lay on that. And then in here is our porta potty, which if you watch our vlogs, we had a fun little incident with this recently. And then extra storage for dog food, toilet paper, plastic bags, just kind of anything we want to store that's kind of on the dirtier side. And then below here is kind of where we roll up and store our coats and towels. And this is our road atlas, which we rarely use, but we do like to kind of keep track of where we've been. It's fun. These things are a dying breed, road atlas. So up here is mostly storage. Obviously it has all of our fuse block and everything for the bus. Like we're trying to figure out a way to organize up here, but for right now it's mostly just storage. Up in this one is kind of our library, important like bus and text and business information, and then our limited but important library. Velcro comes in handy like crazy. I love Velcroing everything in the bus. I did install a backup camera, so this is just a screen for that. It's not used for anything else. When I'm planning on backing up, I just plug it into the 12 volt and it powers up and I can see what's behind me. This is our only way of playing music in the bus, so this is a speaker and navigation for us. So where we keep our flashlights. And I don't know if you watch our vlogs, but just recently I wired this fan to actually work off our house battery, so we can run this even when the bus isn't powered up. So as far as our electrical system in the bus, we do have 400 watt Renogy solar panels on the roof, and it comes down into this charge controller, and that feeds down underneath the bed here. We do have 2 6-volt golf cart batteries that are wired to make a 12 volt system, and then from there that runs our inverter, and then that charges our batteries, our computer batteries, fans, things like that. Our alternator also charges the batteries as well when we're driving. So that we do drive quite a bit. We're in this thing moving around a lot, so our batteries stay pretty charged, but it's nice when we're just parked out working on our laptops, they stay pretty topped off with the solar panels if it's a nice day.
So underneath the bed, we each have some clothing storage. They just glide right out, and then you pop them open. This one's Kyle's, this one's mine, and it's nice because you can just lift up the lid like this. You don't have to pull it all the way out. Like mine, I have winter clothes in the back and summer clothes in the front. And then when you're done, you just slide back out. They're also actually really nice when we have company. You pull it out. You have an extra seat at the table.
Under the bed is where we have two 6-volt golf cart batteries. And we have a heater back there, and that's where we store our Mr. Buddy heater. And then behind this, right up against the door, I have a full Pelican case. That's where I keep all my paints, because I'm a muralist. And then off to the other side, we have this whole under-bed storage space for kind of dirty things or things we don't use on the day-to-day. So we have backpacks and some clothing for Toby's modeling. We have more paint supplies, and it's basically our garage is back under there, and there's a lot of space under there, but I don't think it's necessary to pull all that out for this video. I hope you guys liked the tour of our bus. We didn't go over everything obviously that went into the build, but if you have any questions and want to know more information, please message us in the comments and we'll do our best to reply. We love talking about the bus and the build. We did do everything by ourselves, so we should be able to answer most questions. Mm-hmm.
We didn't know what we were doing at the time, and we learned everything along the way. Mm-hmm. So we learned a lot.
We have been traveling a lot and day vlogging everything, so definitely subscribe and check out some of our other content. We've been getting into some fun trouble with photography and murals, and check out our podcast called Roll With Us.
We have new episodes all the time. Check them out.
So thanks again, guys. Definitely subscribe and follow along on our fun bus adventure.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.